today we're going to be doing something a little different. I'm in a different setup because, as you know, my channel's name is Books and Banter, and the banter side is more opening the door for other conversations outside of books, because there are other things that I like besides books, but that's the main point of the channel. But I wanted to get in and do something a little different because there are things that I like outside of books that I like to share with you, because maybe you'll like some of the things that I like and you'll find a way that this connects me and you with something in common, because when I watch YouTubers, I generally watch those who I feel a connection with, that likes the same things that I do. So let's get into it. I'm going to be talking about a little bit more about myself outside of books and reading, and some of the things that I've done in my life, some of the things that I like, some of the things maybe if I think of them that I don't like. We'll see if we get there, but let's get into it. So I am officially, I guess you could say, graduated senior in high school. It's wobbly, I'm technically graduated, but I haven't had my graduation ceremony yet because life happened. It's sad, but whether or not I have my graduation or not, I'm still graduated. I'm officially not in high school anymore. But during my high school years, I was a part of a program called Classical Conversations because I am a homeschooler, or I was a homeschooler for my whole life. There was a short little time where I was in a preparatory school, but it doesn't really count because I was only in there for 3 months. But I'm a homeschooler, or I was a homeschooler. And despite what people think about homeschoolers, I had a lot of opportunities to get out and make friends. Like, I have a lot of friends, and I did a lot of things. So, yeah, I had a lot of opportunities, and I have so many amazing friends out there that, I love them so much, and I love all the opportunities I was given. But I was a part of Classical Conversations, and it's a classical learning school opportunity that people can be a part of, that basically you can start from kindergarten all the way to high school, all the way through high school. And so I was a part of it from the beginning of high school all the way till I graduated. So I was a part of their challenge program. So that's like challenge A, B, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And it was really fun. We read lots of classic literature, British literature, American literature. We studied everything that anybody else studies, but we also studied classical literature and classical arts and studies. And we were taught to think classically and to question why we're doing something instead of just saying, okay, it's there, whatever. We were taught to say, okay, it's there, but why is it there? What's it doing there? And so I really enjoyed my schooling journey as a homeschooler, but also as a CC'er. It was so much fun. So if you're a homeschooler, we have something in common. Another thing that I did during my high school years was NCFCA. NCFCA is a speech and debate association, or a league, where we have different clubs spread across the nation, and we learn how to debate, and we learn to do speech. We do Lincoln Douglas debate and team policy debate. We also have moot court, and we do speech categories like impromptu, apologetics, digital presentation, dual interpretation, open interpretation, lots of different categories for speech. So that was a lot of fun. I did that for 3 years. I wish I had done it longer, but I didn't discover it until 3 years ago. But I have competed in almost every category except for TP and some of the other speech categories. But my favorite category to do was dual interpretation. It's something that I did with my brother. We, during our second year, made it to the national competition, which was such a blessing and so exciting. Unfortunately, we don't know how this tournament season would have turned out because of COVID-19, but I still had a lot of fun. NCFCA has taught me so much, and I am such a better speaker because of NCFCA. Because if I had started this channel before I was in NCFCA, no, it wouldn't have gone well. So you can thank the fact that I'm able to do this to NCFCA, but also Classical Conversations too, because it helped as well. Also my theater experience. It's taught me to be a little bit more expressive. Moving on, I am now a incoming freshman at Covenant College in Georgia. There I will be studying to get my majors or my bachelor's degrees in theater, surprise, and English with a writing concentration because I love theater and I love writing, so why not get a degree in both? So I'll be spending 4 years up in Georgia, but I'll make sure to keep the channel going when I have time. I won't abandon you guys. Don't worry. So let's talk now about some of my favorite hobbies. So I have a list because if I don't make a list, I'll forget and then I'll become a blubbering mess. One of the things that I love to do, and it may seem kind of obvious, is video making. Hence the reason why I started this channel. I love making videos, but I also love photography. I love taking pictures of plants, animals, people. I technically have my own business as well, but because of COVID-19, it's put on hold because, you know, we can't really get out and take pictures of people. Technically, we possibly could, but currently, nobody's really going out to get pictures taken. But nonetheless, I still love to take pictures. I take pictures constantly. If you follow my Instagram, books and banter with an underscore, you see that I take pictures of books as well. I love taking pictures, so I'm using, when I can't take pictures of other things because of this quarantine, I'm using it to take pictures of books because I love photography and I'll keep doing it for a very long time and it'll be a part of my life for ever and ever. I also like writing. I don't know if I made that clear in my first get to know me video, but I love writing. I am constantly writing stories. I started writing when I was around 13 years old, but I didn't really get into it seriously until a couple years ago. I wrote my first book and it was amazing. I had some of my friends read it. They were like, whoa, so I guess it was okay. But I'm also working on writing another book, which I'm really excited about, and maybe I'll document some of my journeys through that because I'm hoping one day, and it's the reason why I'm getting my bachelor's degree in English with writing, is that I hope to one day be a YA author. So yeah, I love writing. I just love making up my own characters and stories and worlds, and the main story category that I like to write in is fantasy. Kind of makes sense since I like to read fantasy. I love being able to make up my own rules and not have to like obey laws of reality so much. So I love writing fantasy. It's amazing. So yeah, writing is another one of my favorite things to do. I also love costuming. I did a while back start doing cosplay where I cosplayed different characters like Mary Jane from Spider-Man, and I did Belle from Beauty and the Beast. That hobby's kind of fallen to the side a little bit because life has gotten crazy and I haven't really had that much time to do it, but I still love to do it, and hence the reason why I'm also in theater. You may be able to do some, you know, costume design, and I really love costuming, and I had started a project of my own of making my own costume. Unfortunately, my sewing machine broke, which is sad. It was old, so I'm not that upset, but eventually I plan on getting back to it. But costuming is another thing I like to do, doing cosplay because I like playing other characters. Kind of explains why I like theater, because I like being other people. Yeah, so I love costuming as well. Drawing is another thing I like to do. I'm very artistic. I love to draw people and characters and a plethora of things. I've been drawing ever since I was little, so I have grown a very strong love for drawing. I was originally going to go to school for art, but it's not necessarily one thing that I can see myself doing as a career for a long term. It's more like a very big hobby for me, so maybe you'll see some of my art around sometime. Maybe I'll do some videos of me drawing. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what the banter side of my channel has to offer. I also loved, and this one may seem odd, and I don't know why, but I really like to collect jars. I don't know why. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I currently have 4 jars. It's a new hobby. It's a new collection hobby. I really like to collect jars for some reason, and like really fancy looking bottles. They're just unique, and you know, sometimes if you have a really big collection of really cool fancy bottles, people will think it's interesting. I don't know. Can't explain why I like collecting jars and bottles and all things, but I do. I have like 2 of these really cool kombucha jars that are like this big, but they're shaped like medicine bottles. Like, they're shaped like old-time medicine bottles. If you can see where I'm getting that from. Maybe. I don't know. I really like them. They're unique, so why not? I also have this really cute little jar. It's adorable. I love it. For some reason. Once again, I don't know why I like to collect jars and bottles. It's just a thing I like to do. Who knows why? So some of my favorite movies. Now this is a hard category because there's a lot of movies out there, obviously. And there's a lot of movies that I like and don't like. And I don't know if I have absolute favorites. So I'm just going to talk about movies that I enjoy, like. So some of the movies that I like are the Pride and Prejudice 2005 adaptation. I really like that one. I like Marvel movies. Some of the Marvel movies I don't like as much, but I like the Spider-Man movies. I enjoy watching the Avengers movies. I like the Captain America movies. I like most of the Marvel movies. Some of them I'm kind of like, not really, but I like most of them. I like watching some of the DC films. I have mixed feelings about the DC films right now. They could be like so much more, but they're not. They have so much potential. I'm hoping that the Batman film that's coming out, I'm hoping that it's going to be good. Because otherwise, I think maybe they should just take a break from trying to make these movies and maybe take a new perspective. Because I really think DC can make movies at the level of like Marvel and like lovable as Marvel. They're just not there yet. And I want them to be because they have awesome characters too. So, yeah. But of the ones that I like to watch, I like the Wonder Woman movie. And I do like watching Man of Steel. So, those are the DC movies that I like as well. Some movies that are outside of the Marvel universe and the DC universe that I like the Jurassic Park movies and the Jurassic World movies. Those ones are really good. I like watching renditions of plays like Shakespeare. I like watching, this one's actually really hard because there's so many. I like the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit movies. There's some. I like a lot of movies. Most of the movies that I like are either action-packed, very into the fantasy genre of things, or they're like visually amazing. So like any movies like that, I like. So if you have any movies that you like that I didn't list yet, please put them down in the comments below because I always need movies to check out to see if I like. But I've seen most, not all, most of the Shakespeare renditions. I've seen Pride and Prejudice. I've seen most of the Marvel and DC movies. So if you have movies that you've seen that you don't know if I've seen and you think I might like, put them down below. Moving on to TV shows. Now I do know this one more clearly than my favorite movies. This one's a little bit easier to answer. So my favorite TV shows that I really like are Sherlock, Victoria, Doctor Who. I like the Chicago series, TV shows like Chicago Med, Chicago Fire, and Chicago PD. I'm not caught up, well, I'm caught up on Med, I think, to a degree. I'm not caught up on the other ones, but I really love those TV shows. I could sit down and watch them, honestly, all day. I love Call the Midwife. I love really anything from BBC or PBS. I liked Poldark. I haven't finished Poldark, but I really like Poldark. I like most of the TV shows, besides, you know, Chicago and Sherlock, you could say, that I like TV shows that are set in a certain time period that's not like the present, like Victoria. I love Victoria. And I like any of the TV shows that are set during that era or before because they're different. They're not in a time period that we live anymore. So I like to see TV shows from that perspective. I like whimsical TV shows, mystery TV shows. I like reality TV shows. Not like reality TV, but like the Chicago shows are more like reality. They're not reality. They're set in today's time. So I like TV shows like that. But those are some of my favorite TV shows. I'm sure I am forgetting some of the ones that I've liked, but those are the ones that I can remember. Once again, like the movie one. Once again, like the movies. If you have any TV shows that you think that I might enjoy based on my reading style or my likes in movies and TV, please put them down below and I'll check them out, because during this quarantine you can get bored and run out of TV shows to watch. So please put them down below. I'd appreciate it. Who knows, maybe I'll find something new and something that I like, and it'll be thanks to you because we have similar likings. Wouldn't that be great? So with that being said, that's all that I think I can talk about without going way long about me. A little bit more about me, about the things I like outside of books, some of the things I've done in my high school years, some of the things that I'm going to be doing, which I'm really excited about in regards to like college, and then some of the things that I like doing, like drawing, taking pictures, making videos, watching movies and TV. So yeah, that's a little bit more about me. I hope you found something in common with me and something that we can all agree on. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching today's video. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I can't wait to get to talk to you guys again soon. So long, book lovers. Bye.